Hello, hello. Welcome to Indie Music Live, episode 190. Last show of the year. We're not going to make it to 200 this year. I know we've been talking about 200 a lot. We're going to get there, don't worry, but it's not going to be in 2019. Tonight we have music from A Permanent Shadow with their song Empty. We also have featured artist The Noble Kind from my not hometown, but my residing town, I guess. The Noble Kind from Rochester, New York. We also have Vii-Pii, which is a recent interview or a review rather on the website. If you call it VP, Vii-Pii, Vii-Pii, I don't know. We settled on Vii-Pii. Vii-Pii. So that's kind of what I thought. And then we also have Mr. Chris Swan, who just released an album yesterday, I believe, from my other old stomping grounds of St. Louis, Missouri. Got to hang out with that dude a couple weeks ago, actually. I mentioned it. And here he is. Mr. Skinny himself.
Look at this guy. What's up, Chris?
Yeah, buddy. Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good, man. It's been a while. You haven't been on the show in a while.
I know. Thanks for having me back, man. And if I had a show, I would have had you on mine when you were here in St. Louis, but I don't have one, so we have to just do this.
Yeah, so we had coffee. I had coffee and ate a blueberry donut, or a blueberry muffin, rather.
Yeah.
And you talked. So
and we talked about the old times, man. That was fun.
So new album, dude. Tell us quickly about it. I know we've heard a lot of the songs already off of it, but now the whole thing's out, right?
Yeah. So it's called Principles, and it just came out yesterday.
Yeah.
And there it is. And I've been putting out a single every month this whole year, and now this is a collection of all those singles on one album. And
you did it, man. I remember you came on the show and you said, "This is my plan. I'm going to do it every month, the whole year," and you did it, man.
Remember? Yeah, awesome. Totally, man. We did it. We made it. I
knew he would. He's obsessive like that, so only I knew that.
Exactly. So, yeah, man, we got it done. It's available, chrisswanhiphop.com. Get your copy. Yeah, man.
I didn't realize that it was coming out yesterday, or I would have played a song tonight. So, but, everybody can go listen to it. We know what your music sounds like, right?
Yeah, and you've played a bunch of the songs in the past, so I appreciate that.
Cool. David, anything new with you, sir? Okay, cool. Moving on.
No, the only new review since our last show is Andrew Edwards, the featured artist summary. So like you said, we're taking a few weeks off for the holiday, so we're going to be busting out a bunch of reviews over that time. Hopefully we'll get like a dozen before our next show. My
intention was to really catch up over Thanksgiving, but I lost all my time. I don't know. I spent like one day. On Sunday we had the snowstorm, right? And I got up and I was gonna go out and like drive and work and stuff, and decided to stay home. And I don't think I really did shit the whole day. So
cool, man.
Sorry.
Hey, you're in touch. I mean, you work so much, man. You're entitled to do that every now and then.
So let's check out a really cool video, actually. Cool video, cool song. When you initially see some of the the creative graphics on the video, you might think that it's kind of corny. I did at first, but then when you watch it, it's actually really well put together. So let's check out A Permanent Shadow with their song Empty. And this is Indie Music Live, episode 190. We'll be right back.
You said yes when I said no. You said stop when I said go. You needed space when I wanted time. You called yours, all that was mine. You told lies about the truth. You were black when I was blue. You flew into the sun while I was on the moon. You were a pain in the ass, but you're gone too soon. Empty, 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 empty. I guess there was no common ground. I was lost while you were found. You were always drawn to evil, went to hell to chase the devil. But now that you're gone, I don't jump for joy. And on your grave I will raise my voice to let the whole world know the truth, that my life is empty without you.
A Permanent Shadow with their song. Thanks for the cue, Rob. That was nice. Permanent Shadow with their song Empty. I have a hat just like that, but I forgot. I was gonna wear it, but I can't find it anywhere. I don't know. Maybe my wife took it from me. You know what I'm talking about, right? Loopy, this is your kind of music. No, I'm kidding.
I actually like it, man.
No, I figured you might, because it's very melodic and very song worthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. I love the melody. I love the retro production of it, all the analog synth sounds and stuff. No, I mean, yeah, I don't, you know, it just takes. Sorry.
Which one is it? No or yeah?
I don't know. It just reminds me. I like it because it reminds me of a lot of music I listened to growing up. It reminds me a lot of like Information Society, Duran Duran, that kind of stuff. Just reminds me of that '80s classic pop stuff, man. And I still listen to that stuff today. So I think this is a really nice song. I like the production. It sounds really good. I like the hook, and I like the video, man. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, video's cool. It's really creative.
Yeah, totally, man. This guy knows what he's doing. So, yeah, 2 thumbs up. I like this song. Man.
Yeah, no. Dave.
Yeah, no.
David Byrne, Midnight Oil, Devo, Max Headroom. I mean, those are kind of the names that were flowing through my head. I miss the 80s, man. I still miss the 80s. I think I always will. I love that era of music and all the experimentation going on.
Totally dating yourself.
That's fine, man. I embrace it. But I mean, there's just a lot of these types of songs coming out. It seems like it just fits really well into that time. It's mixed really well, mastered well, in very smooth recording. 2 thumbs up here too, man.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We lost well, I was gonna bring in the Noble Kind.
Is Rob on camera? What's going on?
No. What's okay, so normally what would happen right now is after we do our little critique of the song and stuff, I'm just stalling here, and we'll stall just a minute. Normally I would introduce the featured artist of the night. They've been hanging out with us all the way up until now, and for some reason we just lost their signal. So it's the beauties of live TV, the joys of live TV. So why don't we do this? Since they're here and we know that they're going to probably try to call back, let's go ahead and check out their song, Faithful Friend. This is a new review on the website as well, and I liked it so much. And we've reviewed their music before, and they're locals to where I live, Rochester, New York, like I mentioned before. So I decided to have them as a featured artist because they just write good songs and they seem like good people. So let's go ahead and check out Faithful Friend. This is them live, a little video I grabbed off the YouTube. You can also check out the real recording, though. Sonically, it's probably a little bit better. But this is gives you a feel of the Noble Kind with their song Faithful Friend. Hopefully, we'll be back to get a deeper with Dave segment with them in just about 2 minutes.
Hi, we're the Noble Kind from Rochester, New York, and this is Faithful Friend. Oh, everybody knows this isn't right. No, this isn't right. Can we just pretend for tonight? Oh, for night. Faithful are the wounds of a friend. Oh, my friend. Faithful are the wounds of a friend. can we find the words to make things right? Oh, to make things right. And why is it so hard to say what's exactly on our minds? Faithful are the wounds of a friend. Oh, my friend.
Alrighty, Indie Music Live, episode 190. And I'm going to talk really slowly so that we can stall. No, I'm kidding. The Noble Kind I was messaging with Shane, we lost their signal somehow, and they're trying to get back on. So let's just chat a little bit about them, shall we?
Sure, man.
So, did you listen to this song, Chris?
I listened to it just before we went live a little bit. Yeah, I listened to it once or twice.
What were your initial impressions? Because we
Yeah.
would normally have you give your impressions, but yeah, we're stalling. So
Yeah, no, I enjoy the stalling. I'm happy to help. Yeah, no, I mean, it's cool. I would like to hear more of their like studio recording stuff, you know, just to kind of hear how it sounds. But no, it's cool. It's not really my thing, but I like their little video setup and the live acoustic look, even though the bass was plugged in or whatever. I thought that was kind of funny. But no, yeah, it was a nice song. I was trying to think what, you know, singer songwriter stuff is not, you know, stuff I listen to a lot of. But yeah, I think it's cool. I like the words to the song was cool. The melody was nice. Had good energy. Am I stalling enough?
you're doing a great job.
Thanks,
Keep going.
buddy.
It's kind of like when we would make Luke do the drum solo, and then we would head to the bar. Remember that?
We'd go to the bar. Yeah,
Like
those
20
were good
minutes
times.
later, it's like, no, keep soloing,
Yeah,
dude. Keep
just
soloing. It's great. It's great. People
Stress.
love it.
We're waiting for our Jaeger shots. Exactly. Some good memories. So yeah, trying to pull a Luke right now. But yeah, that's
Keep
all
going,
I
man.
got.
Keep going.
Oh, keep going. Okay, so they
No, I'm
had
joking.
3 instruments. They had a guitar and they had,
Wow, nice, man.
Yeah.
Good call there.
and the box. What do you call the box thing?
Yeah, what is that
What's
called?
that called?
I don't know what it's called. I just saw that in another video
Oh,
too.
that's we should know this. It's like the dupa, or I'm making up words, but it's
Is it the
something
ju-
weird like
Yeah, something like that. Jubal.
Paducah. No, that's Kentucky. What am I
Yeah.
talking about?
I don't know. Jambalaya? No.
So I can
No,
say a
this
few
is
words
fun.
here. Joe,
Yeah.
you wanna just critique a little more? I mean, like this kind of stripped down version. I mean, you hear like the Jack Johnson and the Pete Yorn, which we mentioned
Here
in
we
the
go.
review on the website. But yeah, I do encourage people to just go to SoundCloud, type in the Noble Kind, and check out the full produced band version, because it's got a different flavor. There's like a tight reverb on it, or a tight delay on the guitar.
Well, they're getting better overall. They're definitely growing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got
Yeah, for
we got
sure.
some life here. Let's get them set up and see, make sure they can hear us and stuff, and then we'll just make a smooth transition.
Cool. It's so smooth right now, man. Isn't it? I love it.
Hey, you know, it's live TV. That's kind of half the fun of what we do. It's we could edit it up and, you know, make it look fancy and stuff. But this is fun.
Yeah, man.
I think overall we do mostly a pretty good job of keeping things tight. Guys, can you hear us? Question is, can we hear you?
Getting there.
Almost there. Everybody hang tight. Hang tight. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Let's sing a little bit.
Yeah,
The suspense is killing me.
it is. Uh-oh. All right.
They are stressing out. You can tell right now.
Oh, they're on a phone now. They switched
Yeah, they
to
just
a-
switched. Looks like. Gentlemen, can you hear us? Gentlemen, can you hear us? Man, now I know what Walter Cronkite went through all those years. All right, I'm going to make an executive decision. Let's go ahead and move on to the last song, and if we can get him in before the show's over, we'll definitely have a little talk with him, a little deeper with Dave's segment. But let's go ahead and did Rob freeze too?
No, we're going. We're good.
No, Rob froze. Oh no, there he is. You dick. I knew you were doing that. Okay, let's go ahead and Vii-Pii, Our Love Like Fear. We actually have 2 reviews of this guy, 2 separate reviews, one after another, checking out his songs. This is my favorite out of what we did, so we're going to check it out. Vii-Pii, Our Love Like Fear, Indie Music Live. We'll be right back.
Is the soul that's running through my breast and the blood's in my life. Spots that never, 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 never vanish. Some place to hide in. I run and I run after things I never found out. And I would...
The Music Live, episode 190. This whole show is kind of like my day. I just never really felt settled. You know, everything kept happening so fast, and I just had to respond to it. Like, I almost got hit by a cop car today too. Isn't that weird? You know, you go in a roundabout and you're in the roundabout and you're supposed to have the right of way. And people coming into the roundabout are supposed to wait for you. Yeah, this cop like totally almost ran into me. I just slammed on my brakes, and then he's like, "Oh, go ahead," you know. So, dude, it's my turn anyway. Vii-Pii, Our Love Like Fear. We got the boys back, so we're going to talk to them in just a minute. But I'm curious to know what Mr. David Werba thinks about Our Love Like Fear. Don't say
Vii-Pii.
Duran or anything about the 80s.
Well, I have to mention Billy Idol. I mean, we mentioned that in the article on the website. Which is
Yes.
tunes. And it's not a cliche at all, because until I heard this guy, I don't think I've uttered the name Billy Idol in 20 years. But once I listened, I went and added some like Eyes Without a Face and some Billy Idol tunes on Spotify, and I'm like, yeah, man, cool. I forgot.
Billy Idol's awesome.
Yeah, I forgot about the guy. So I've never heard any artist that like kind of captures his growl, you know, and his delivery so similar that this guy does. But I mean, it's still unique, but it really reminded me of him. Great. It's just such a great rocker voice, man. So that said, I just have an issue with just another tune. I don't think this is mastered. It's one of those songs, and if it's just a little test you can do at home to find out if a song is mastered, is when you put on the headphones, you just start creeping up the volume. And if it's mastered, it's okay. It just fills your ears more, and you could like play it really loud and you can handle it. If it's not mastered, there's like this song, when you start getting to a certain volume level, it just hurts. Like it hurts your ears
It's pretty muddy.
Yeah. And so, I mean, that's crucial. Like even at the indie level, I always remind people,
especially these days.
Yeah. You got to do some type of compression, and you can do it very inexpensively. With software, you know, like Lander and the different things that we've used. So that's the only advice I give on this one. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, I thought the mastering was really good on this, and no, I was going to say the opposite of everything you just said. No, I agree with that. I did like the the way the guitars were either recorded or mixed, though, like listening to it on headphones. It was cool. I was trying to figure out if there's two different parts or if that was just like a pedal they were using or whatever, or he was using. But it's cool. You can really hear the stereo effect, especially in the guitar, which I thought was cool, kind of having the drums in the middle with this kind of stereo thing going on. So I thought mix-wise, it was kind of cool. I know what you're saying about mastering. It could definitely, use a once-over, but I kind of like what was going on in the mix. And it also reminded me a little of like David Bowie, maybe a little bit, which I guess,
Yeah.
David Bowie, Billy Idol have some similarities. So yeah, I dug it. I like that there's like an 80s theme this week.
Yeah, tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, this is cool, man. I like it. And yeah, I dig it.
Cool. So so we're going a little out of order, but it's nobody's fault, not my fault for sure. So let's go ahead and just transition right into. Oh shit!
Oh my God, are you
that is
serious?
a classic.
Oh, okay.
So we'll try to keep them on for another 5 minutes so we can do the interview. Let's go ahead and transition into the Deeper with Dave segment.
All right, Shane and Nathan from the Noble Kind. How you guys doing?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey,
Nice, man. I'm glad we made it work. We almost wrote it off. All right, so I guess feedback and critique on your guys' stuff is more based on the full band version, which is on SoundCloud, like I told people. And you could also go to their website, which is thenoblekind.org. You can kind of read more about them, see the pictures and all that stuff. But the best way I could describe it, it's kind of like your singing style. It's like a rocking moan. It's like a beautiful moan that I remember, like I mentioned Pete Yorn and I mentioned Jack Johnson, stuff like that for the stripped down version. But like, I just love that singing style. And the most recent band I can think of that kind of reminds me of you is a band called Neon Trees. Have you ever heard of those guys?
yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah, so just kind of doing a lot of blending and just kind of easing into the notes, and it's just such a cool style. I mean, even like the Strokes and the Jets, you hear some of that stuff. Yes, they're a little faster, but I could definitely see you guys moving a little more into that realm. But say a few words just on that.
Oh, sure, yeah. I started as just a solo artist, so I was used to just the folk kind of mellow tone. I never really wanted to be a lead singer in a band, so,
Yeah.
but I just felt like taking that step out there after being in another band previously, and wanted to explore that. And it's definitely a very different experience.
Yeah, so I guess that's the question here. Is like I notice you have like folk roots, just kind of listening to your older stuff and reading the bio and everything. So are you apprehensive to kind of go more into the rock realm? Like, does it not feel right, like internally?
Not really.
Or something? Because it's awesome. Like, I like the way it's going. That's what's strange.
Yeah, I like the indie kind of rock. My wife's more folk, and
I don't care.
And Nathan doesn't care.
Yeah, same beat, man. It's like, hey, just add some more guitars. But before I lose you guys to some tech difficulties, we got to talk about this feature of just like your I guess your mission statement in the roots of this band and everything. So you say in the beginning you guys didn't want money or fame or notoriety. That's not what you set out to do at all. That's why the band uses the proceeds to support partners who do noble work. Explain that, man. What is noble work? And
we just like to get behind like good causes. So today's hashtag Giving Tuesday. So one place that we support is like Guitars for Glory, and they put instruments in the hands of people that don't have them. So that's just something we wanted to do with our music, not having like money being the end goal, but just to make music and connect with people and just give back.
So with music sales, and if you get paid for shows, you actually set that aside and do some. Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah,
that's an amazing story.
And we try to focus. We try to focus mainly on local organizations and charities that are in our area that we can go and touch and feel and impact.
Cool, man. Cool, man. So with that mission laid out, I mean, do you guys still feel the drive to like grow and make new albums and tour and just kind of keep leveling up, or are you just kind of playing it by ear?
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's a lot of steps to get to that. So we're still trying to perfect, I mean, even just sound and songwriting and getting some good, even for shows, set lists together, right? You got to have enough quality songs.
Well, yeah, I mean, that'll be some interesting meetings, because I guess my feedback on that is that if you want to reach more people, it would probably be smarter to step outside of the folk, get more into like a fuller sound, because you'll get more shows that way, maybe.
Yeah.
And then you'll actually be able to help more people that way. So altering your genre might enable you to help more, I guess, if you look at it that way. Yeah.
Can we hire you as a consultant?
Yeah, he's a good cause.
Yeah, man, we could talk for sure. Yeah, let me think about this, man. I mean, it's such a great mission, man. Like you don't see that really much at all in this space. You know, it's a lot of artists. It's like they basically are seeking exactly what you are not seeking. It's like we're seeking fame. That's what we want, fame. You know, I just want to be famous. Like whenever I've heard someone say that, it's like that. I don't know. It just seems like a low vibration type of mission, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's just strictly selfish. But anyway, so again, the website thenoblekind.org. You guys on Twitter, Facebook, or anything?
Oh yeah. Twitter is just at the Noblekind one, number 1.
Okay.
And then Facebook, you could just search for the Noblekind.
All right, cool, man. Awesome having you guys here. Please come back with your next album, which is going to be awesome.
It's in the works.
And we promise we won't have technical difficulties next time.
Yeah.
You're not the only ones, guys. You're not the only ones. Thanks for
all right, guys. Yeah, so I don't have a next song to go to. I'll just go back to Joe, man. So
not used to
Thanks
that.
so much.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so
yeah, thanks, guys.
that's been so it's a little awkward right now, because normally Dave's like, by now he's doing something like this, or
I don't get to do that. Well, all right, I'll just do it anyway.
So we'll go ahead and wrap it up. So I hope everybody had a wonderful happy Thanksgiving. Like I said before, this is our last show of the year. We're gonna take a couple weeks off of the show, get back into it first Tuesday in January, 9:00 Eastern time on YouTube, per usual. And I'm not actually sure what day that is off the top of my head, but I'm sure you can figure it out. David, any final words tonight?
Last show of 2019, man. We'll see you 2020. Happy holidays, everybody. Be safe. Hug your family. All that good stuff.
Loopy doopy, Mr. Chris Swan.
Yeah.
Any words, and what do you have to say for yourself for 2019?
Thanks for having me, man. Congrats on another year of doing the show. That's really awesome, man. I love to see that you guys are so out here promoting indie music, dude. The world needs more of it. So I really appreciate what you guys do, and I think it's awesome you guys did another year, and I'm looking forward to see what you guys do next year, man.
Cool. Thanks. Me too. Because I'm not really sure, but something's going to happen. Something's got to happen.
Something always
Anyway,
happens.
Rob Hicks, Hixvideo, Hixvideo on the interwebs. If you need professional live stream production, he's your guy to go to. Right now, he's in a very fancy looking office with a really big building behind. He's in the rich part of the neighborhood,
In the
guys.
penthouse, man.
You can get him while you can afford him.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. So have a great night, and we'll see you in 2020.
You said yes when I said no. You said stop when I said go.